Good evening and welcome to the weekly unofficial Football Manager Show. It is myself, Paul. We have Ryan with us this evening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
And we have a special guest. Colin couldn't make it, so we have brought him back. The man who was with us for a long time on the weekly football show we used to. James, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Pleased to be on.
Delighted to have you here. We're going to be talking, what are our plans, basically? Coming up in today's episode, I have an interview with Acid Fire 21 and also with Real Time FM with a special announcement for him where he will be revealing his save for Football Manager 2016 on his website realtimefm.net. So we're just going to kind of sit back, chillax, as James would say, and talk some Football Manager, which is always nice. So we'll go to you, Ryan, because you've just been working on a post which is nearly due out on the website. I've just checked it out. I'm going to tell James to definitely check it out when it goes live because really, really well put together. Do you want to just explain what your plans are?
Yeah, so took me a long time to try and think about it and set it out. My save for FM16 starts in Norway. That's all I'm going to give away for now without people reading the post. It starts in Norway, in the lower leagues. If you know Paul very well, you'll know exactly where I'm starting. If you're on FM Central, our Facebook group, I've just posted a video of one of our goals. Go check it out. I'm going to try and go from Norway as far as possible up in the footballing leagues as I can.
What I will say, Ryan, is that's some quality weekly conversation. I just posted a video, even though this episode will go live about 24 hours later.
Yeah?
So go and check it out, minus 24 hours. So you're starting in the low leagues in Norway. Obviously, when I heard where you were going to manage, I said, are you going to see how long you can stay? You're going to stay there as long as you can, but obviously the plan, if needs be, is to move on. If you win the Champions League with Egerton, then you've done your...
So I give it away.
Oh crap, I just said the team. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
But if you win the Champions League with them, you'll be staying, no doubt. But the plan is to kind of go wherever the journey takes you.
Yeah, as far as possible. If I get sacked from Egerton, then I'll move on and see where I end up. But pre-season's gone well so far. I won't give anything away.
No, don't give it away. Not like me.
No, I'll put it in the post and then just keep a watch out throughout the whole of FM16. It should be my only save.
Fantastic. Fingers crossed. Another epic like the journey to United. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move over to the man, the guest, the man behind the WizKids, James. You're currently doing Leipzig on your YouTube channel, the Football Manager WizKids.
Yep.
Without obviously revealing too much, maybe talk up to what episode is out. How's that going?
I just released an episode a couple of hours ago. I'm about a third of the way into season 2. I won't tell you too much about that if you want to check out yourselves, the Football Manager WizKids on YouTube. But season 1, a bit of heartbreak really. I was 12 points off top and I managed to pull it all the way back to 1 point off top with 6 games to go. And then I was sitting second and got pipped to the post for the automatic position by 1 goal. I then had to go to a playoff against Hertha Berlin and got absolutely thrashed, and that was me stuck in Division 2, unfortunately. But we play on, we go again, and we try to get promotion this season. It wasn't 1 point I got beat by, it was 1 single goal. I was gutted.
I think it's definitely something to check out. As you say, you clawed it back first season, you made some fantastic signs. You're in your second season now, so all I want to do is tell people to check out from the start because he made a signing that Arsenal fans will absolutely love on loan. Definitely one to check out. But it's a save you've been enjoying. What else do you have planned, James? Anything in the near future?
Yep, when the full release comes out, I don't know if I'll start it straight away because I hope to continue this save, but over the next few weeks you will see me starting my Blythe Spartan save. That is sort of a rags to riches, a road to glory, where I want to take them from the bottom to the top.
Fantastic. So that's with Blythe Spartans in the low leagues. So what inspired you to do that? And I think you managed them in FM15 as well. So are you hoping to achieve more than you did then?
I did. I had 4 seasons with them on FM15, which they were pretty decent, but I don't think I got quite as far as I hoped. But this time, I'm not starting it as late. I'm starting it right in the first few weeks of the game coming out, and hopefully it'll continue all the way through. The inspiration for this really is that is where my family are from. That's where they grew up before we came to Scotland. I'm not from there, but that's where my mother and my family are from. So that's kind of the inspiration behind it, and I still have a lot of family there.
What is that going to be on the YouTube channel as well as obviously on the Football Manager WizKids on Facebook?
I think it will be on YouTube. It's kind of like my sporting save last year, which was my best one on FM15, and it was the one I said, right, I'm not going to do this for YouTube. I'm just going to have fun, play with this, and it turned out to be such a fantastic save that before FM16 came out, or the beta, I was really wishing that I had put it on YouTube because it was that damn good. I don't want this to be like that, and it goes so well, and I don't put it up there, and I've missed out on an opportunity for people to see a good lower league save. So I will put it up there, but I'll get way ahead of myself before I start putting episodes on there.
Fantastic. I think that's a good idea because, as you know, I had the St Mirren save just before FM16, where winning the Scottish Cup Season 1, winning the title Season 2, winning the SPL Season 3, winning some more Cup Season 4, Champions League football, and all the time, all I kept thinking was, why didn't I record this series? So I think definitely, as you say, you don't want to kind of have success and then regret not using it as your YouTube series. So it's definitely going to be something to look out for. So you got your Leipzig now, which people can go and check out and catch up on. And then obviously Blythe Spartans coming. Remember, just give them a like on Facebook. It's the best place to find out exactly what James has planned. You've just released a guide, James, to help people who have maybe not played with the match engine before. So I think that's definitely something for people to check out. And if you are new to the game as well, it'll definitely help you understand how it all works.
Yep.
So for myself, going on the YouTube channel, I have Creating a Legacy. The introduction actually goes live on the same day as this episode, so check out our YouTube channel, FM Central The Community, and that's if you're listening on iTunes or SoundCloud. Big thank you to Golden FM's second yellow card, completely Chaz, Dr. Benji and James himself for doing part in the introduction. It's hopefully something people are going to enjoy. But that's going to be fun with FC United and Manchester. Just basically trying to see what I can do with them. See how long it goes, see how long it lasts. I'll probably, if it doesn't go too well, I can still move on and go to different clubs, so do not fear. Off air and on Twitch, I think I'm going to be going with a Paris FC save, which I think will be on the website and getting played live on Twitch when I do stream. It was going to be my Montrose save, which people who followed during beta would have seen, but coming up to the 6th season, I absolutely flew through it. The fixtures didn't reset, a bug. The joys of playing beta, I suppose, Ryan.
Yeah, it is an issue, but you'll live.
Yep, you shouldn't. That kind of teaches you not to get too involved in the save during beta. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of our plans for FM16. James, in terms of the WizKids, what's the hope for this FM16? What's the vision?
Really, the vision is, well, I think the Facebook page, whether we've got around 15,400 people on there now, whether that was 5,000 or 25,000, to be honest, I still think it's going to be as popular and active as it is just now because there's everyday activity on there. And I want the YouTube channel to grow. There's about 520 subs on there. We've been doing that for about 8 months now. I hope that grows. And on Twitter, I think we're about 170, 180 short of 2,000 on there. And we've been doing that for probably a year or so, and hopefully that can progress as well.
Fantastic. But that's what we have planned for FM16. Remember, check out our website, footballmanagercentral.com. We have quite a lot of guides already up there. And there's obviously stories going up, Ryan's journey. Some more will be going up as well as more guides as we play the save. So definitely check that out. Remember, obviously, go and check out the Football Manager WizKids at the FM WizKids on Twitter. Get them up to 2,000. But we're going to move over to some pre-recorded interviews I did this week, and hopefully enjoy them. And for myself, Ryan and James, we will see you again.
Thank you.
Alright, Andy, thank you for joining us this evening, pal.
No worries.
People might also know you as acidfire21.co.uk.
Yeah.
So basically, I want to just talk about what your plans are for FM16, and the reason behind that for people who aren't familiar with you is you came to my view or my attention during FM15 with a certain say with Sunderland Albion.
Yeah. My plans for 16 is a journeyman save. I feel like I've done the one club save last year with Sunderland Albion and just winning everything multiple times. It got a bit boring, to be honest, towards the end. I did feel like moving on, so I think FM16 I'm just going to be club jumping at every available opportunity.
What do you not fear that you might get sucked in again though? I mean, the Sunderland Albion one, I mean, you started and finished something really successful there, so do you not feel like trying to do that again in a different country, or do you literally just want to move around?
I feel like I want to move around. I want to go and manage in different leagues I've never managed in previous FMs.
I think that's kind of apparent with who you're managing now. Do you want to just tell people what you're doing on the beta?
At the minute I think it's pronounced Poon FC, an Indian mid-table side. I started unemployed and it was the first interesting job interview I got. I got a lot of interviews from Europe and I just didn't fancy it.
I think it's fantastic that you've gone to India to take a job, because a lot of people do, myself included, I like to stick to European football, so I always find it fascinating when someone like yourself, who had a lot of success in England with Sunderland Albion on FM15, you've now decided you're going to kind of test yourself around the globe, but instead of playing it safe, you've gone straight in the beta and you've ended up in India.
Yeah, I will. The journeyman save will end up in Europe at some point, but I think because everybody plays in Europe, it'll be the last continent I go to. I'll just have a bit of a dot about everywhere. I'm not going to stay in a continent till I win the Champions League, and I'm not planning to do I think it's the Pentagon Challenge. I'm just going to club jump till I get bored of the club, and then I'll leave that one and move on to the next one.
It's a fantastic way to do it, because you're not setting yourself any restrictions. You've just said, if you get bored, you'll just change club. What is this going to be on your website?
I haven't decided yet.
There's got to be some sort of update, surely. Even if it's just once a year, this is where I'm at, this is what's happening.
I really haven't decided. I find just tweeting about it a lot easier, because I'll have Twitter open at the same time. I find I used to write on the career forum on SI Games, and I do put the odd thing on Cleon's website. I feel sometimes I'm writing more than playing, and then I feel like I'm not enjoying the game anymore. It just becomes like a bit of a chore. Yeah,
I totally understand that. I mean, you mentioned Cleon's website. That's csportscentre.com if people want to check that out. Obviously, your Twitter handle where you'll be tweeting about the save is FM AcidFire21, which will be in the description of this show for people who listen on YouTube, iTunes or SoundCloud. So check that out, and obviously give him a follow. I just want to go back to FM15 just so people kind of get a feel for what you've done before they come and drop your follow on Twitter to follow your FM16 stuff. So do you want to just explain? Obviously it's going to be brief because it went on for quite a while, but where did Sunderland Albion start and where did they finish?
Well, they started at the bottom they started in level 10. I created the database down to level 9 for myself. I didn't use anybody else's, and I didn't release it because 9 times out of 10 you end up with a lot of cups that you just get a bit sick of. And I just took them I created an extra level league, a single league underneath, realistically the level 10 league for the area, and then I just took them to win the most most trophies in each competition.
Fantastic. And so you made your way up the leagues. You had a bit of success. You had a couple of players scored a few goals in the season.
Yeah, I had a guy called, it was Liam Phillips, scored about, I think he got 100 in a season in all competitions.
I remember when you had one season where you just came short of 100, and I think I tweeted saying, "Are you going to manage to make it?" And the next season you got over 100, and it's just a phenomenal achievement, and definitely one to be proud of, I think. But the question is, are you going to be able to do that in FM16 before you jump club?
Probably not, unless I end up at a Man United or a Barcelona or Real Madrid who's already got a player of equivalent quality.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be interesting to check out. And as we've said, you've got acidfire21.co.uk, and then go and check out his Twitter handle at FMAcidFire21, and follow this journeyman save, because he made people stand up and take watch with the Sunderland Albion journey. So it's definitely one to check out. Thank you for coming along for this quick chat, pal. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
And check him out, people. So that was AcidFire21 on Twitter, and also FMAcidFire21 on Twitter. Both of them will be in the description below. So next up this week, I spoke to www.realtimefm.net. So let's head over to that chat now. Okay, so thank you for joining me, Mr. Real-Time Football Manager.
Hi.
A Star affiliate fan site. How does that feel?
It's good. It's an honour, I think. From something that was really quite small to me just doing my own little thing. It's nice to be recognised by the company who produced the product.
It's fantastic.
As one of their, they like this. That's like that's a big thumbs up. You're like, I do this and they like it. That's fine.
Now, what is interesting is the current introduction on your website says a Star affiliate fan site following the daily tasks of a Football Manager 2013 player.
Yeah.
Now, I think the interesting thing there is the fact that you have still been playing Football Manager 2013 until the reason you are on the show today.
Yeah, well, I started with 13 because I picked it up in October 2012. Started it live in November 2012. But I tried with 14 and 15, but I just love my save too much. So
if you enjoy something, why stop?
Well, that's it. I thought if I stopped on the way and just started over and over again, then there'd be no continuity to it. So.
Well, I think the key to it is I think what you need to do is just explain to people exactly what real-time Football Manager is, and that might actually explain why you have stuck with FM13.
Sure. Okay, so real-time, we started it as a project. It was 3 of us, and 2 dropped out within the first 2 weeks. So we thought real-time, so we'll play it a day at a time. So you log into the game. It's like July 2012, when we got on FM14. Play one day, done. Blog about it. Play next day, blog about it, and just work your way through. The other 2 dropped out because they had jobs and girlfriends and stuff.
This doesn't make you sound good, The other 2 dropped out because they had a job and a girlfriend.
Well, they have jobs and girlfriends. I have a job. Well, I used to have a girlfriend. I thought I'll just play it a day at a time, and just go through. And I just thought I'd just blog this a day at a time. No one else was doing it, so I thought I would just try this because, well, why the hell not?
I think anyone listening is the first question I think they want to ask is, does that not drive you crazy? You go one day, then you've got a blog about it. If nothing much has happened, I assume you scout around the world of football maybe on them quiet days looking for something interesting.
Well, there's no quiet days, I don't think. When I was the first season, I was at Wigan, and being a Wigan Athletic fan, there was no quiet days. But you just lost all sense of reality. Like we were 7th in the Premier League, but in reality, we were 17th, 18th, 19th. But because the fixtures were so odd, I'll be looking forward to a fixture at the weekend. Say, I don't know, home to Chelsea. I'll be geared up for it, and I'll do the blog post, and I'll get the team sheet ready, and I'll look at the BBC Sport app on my phone. I go, oh, we're away to Stoke, or something. And I swear to God, come February, I had no idea what was going on at all. Like
we live in the virtual world where we play Football Manager. You were genuinely living in it. You were doing day at a time, so you would sit down and go, right, today my player's picked up an injury, or today this guy didn't turn up for training. You'd be sat talking to someone the next day, really, really angry at a specific player because he didn't turn up for training, and you actually feel like that happened.
Oh God, yeah! Like I get the reports from your assistant manager says blah blah blah, and I'll be furious at someone, and then go to work, like actual real work, like my physical work, and then think, oh no, this is not a thing that's actually happened at all. Then I come home and then just advance to save a day, and then just be angry at these people I've never met, but come Saturday, on my save, they did what I told them to do.
Most of the time, which is fantastic. But I think that brings us to why we are here. You've been on Football Manager 2013 now for a couple of editions.
Yep.
You've managed to tear yourself away from that. So you will be picking up FM 2016, which I assume you are quite excited about.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh my God, I've been playing in the beta. I really can't wait for it. So excited. I've been poking about and playing with different teams, and yeah, I can't wait. I started this project with 13, and that's the save I played through. That's on the site. 14 and 15, I didn't really touch. I mean, I played like to Christmas and stuff, but this 16 project, yeah, I absolutely can't wait. I've looked at my squad and looked at my team, and then
This is for anyone listening. This is getting recorded. It's the 6th of the 11th now. I think we can say that we've sat down early to discuss this.
We have,
because you have been extremely nice and said that we can get the reveal of the team.
Yeah.
But I have specifically said, do not tell me anything. I want to hear, as you explain it here now, so people get my live reaction. So I have no idea what's going on. Your last
I've not told anybody this.
apart from your mother.
Yeah, and she went, who?
So you've been Wigan Athletic and Borussia Dortmund on FM 13.
That's right, yeah.
That went every single day. You went in, you played a day, you managed the team, you managed the players, you managed your staff. You then go to work on your real-life job. You sit there depressed about that player not turning up for training, or you sit there delighted that you just won a game in Europe the night before.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, like, the days I'm sat at work, I'm like, yes! I beat Man United 1-0 away. I'm like, yes! People come to work, I'm like, yeah, great. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. So I think I would add a drum roll there, I think.
Oh, my granddad was a drummer. I've not got the drums. They're in the spare room.
Oh, man. Go on, try to make it sound intense. I'm thinking, don't reveal the club name first. Reveal something about them, then build it up.
Oh, Christ.
Do it in your own special way. You know you've been planning it all day.
I haven't, actually. I have to Google that. Literally Googling in the club.
Brilliant.
Okay. Well, they're in League 2. That's not a surprise.
They're in League 2.
Yeah. So I go for an English club. So my club for FM 16 real-time project is AFC Wimbledon.
AFC Wimbledon, fantastic. I bet Sports Interactive are delighted with that.
Yes, they are. Actually, yeah.
Have you told them?
Yes, they know.
Fantastic. I think that's it's going to be something to look forward to, and obviously it's going to be on realtimefm.net, which
That's right, yeah.
the link will be in the description. If you're listening on YouTube, it's in the description. On iTunes and SoundCloud, it's on the information bar about this episode, so you can find it, no problem there. But again, realtimefm.net.
Yep. If you look at this now, it'd be a lot of Borussia Dortmund stuff, but that was from FM13. So
yes,
if I haven't typed it up yet, it's just 'cause I'm lazy.
I think it's going to be so interesting. I mean, you're starting it on the 13th of November. Can I ask, are you holidaying to that day, or?
No, they're SI giving me a custom database, so I'm taking over as it was.
Get
today.
you.
Yeah, see, this is the reveal. SI are giving me a custom database, so I'm taking over as it was today.
Fantastic. No, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean, fair
So,
play.
apologies to Neil Ardley. I'm sorry I've just taken your job over.
You were doing decent, but by...
I'll try
Yeah.
my best.
I think that's fantastic, and I think great, well done to Sports Interactive for agreeing to do that, because at the end of the day, again, it's shown their dedication to making sure the fan sites feel loved.
Yeah. Oh, SI, like Alan and all the digital marketing team at SI are fantastic. They're really helpful with all this kind of stuff. They really look after people who are doing fan sites and just like the blogging community. Yeah,
Indeed.
best community ever.
I can vouch for that. And if people haven't heard it, last week I actually interviewed Alan on our weekly FM show, so check that out.
You did? Yeah.
I did. It was good. But that is the big reveal. So the big reveal is going to be that
you're the first person I've told.
It's exciting. I'm amazed that you're going to have your own custom database built basically to how it is now.
Yeah.
And then you will be taking charge of AFC Wimbledon, obviously sponsored by Football Manager, which is even more exciting.
Yeah.
It just adds a little bit. It just kind of brings the game closer.
I tell you what, hearing someone saying it back to me is really weird.
You get
That's
excited.
really odd. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
You've got to come on and just talk about the first few days in charge and stuff, and
Shit.
just keep us up to date.
I'm under pressure now.
You're definitely under pressure.
Shit.
We'll be promoting it on our Facebook group. Make sure people check it out. And as I say, you're welcome back to come back and give us updates on how it's going and stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will do. I mean, I'll keep everyone updated. The blog's going to do its own thing. I was trying to get on with it. It's like a week to go, and just
I think many of us are in that exact situation. You just want to get down and get playing. But I want to thank you for coming on and sharing that with us. That's obviously fantastic news, and I do appreciate you wanting to...
Oh, that's no problem at all. I mean, you're the first person I've told, so...
Second. Don't forget your mother.
Oh,
I'm genuinely feeling bad for your mother, because you just keep going, you're the first person.
My mum was like, who? You're the first person I've told. That's fine.
But yeah, it's fantastic. Really do appreciate you coming on. And I just want to remind people, realtimefm.net, check it out. Stay tuned. He will be AFC Wimbledon.